a $50 yearly subscription for a wallpaper app. Whoa, Marquez. Today, we're going to be running through Marques Brownlee's latest app. He's receiving a lot of hate from his own community. He's trending on Twitter, and to be honest, it is justified. However, in this video, we are not going to simply pile on, but I want to explain the mistakes he made and how he can improve these. I don't like tearing people down, so this video is definitely not that. We are simply going to look at what went wrong and where can Marques improve, because I think there are a lot of shareable lessons. So what is the problem? Why is he receiving so much hate from his own community? He released this wallpaper app, which is fine by itself, but he locked it behind a paywall of $50 for an annual subscription. And that's with the discount applied, the full price being a couple $100 a year, which is insane for a wallpaper app. There's still the free version of the app. However, to download a wallpaper, you need to watch 2 full video length ads, and you only get the SD version of it, not the full HD image. There have also been questions of some of the quality of the wallpapers being sold, as well as some data and privacy concerns. Now, it does appear Marques is taking the feedback on board, and he is going to make changes in the future. As a consumer, it appears insane, and it is, from the creator's point of view. As creators, we always try to find the right balance between getting rewarded while also giving value to our audience. It appears Marques tried to offer his audience something they were asking for, which is all the wallpapers he's been using throughout the last year. He created a product. He built in a community aspect to it. This was very poorly communicated, but he pays the creators who put wallpapers onto his app. It appears he tried to give his audience what they were asking for. He built the product, he brought in a community, tried to uplift them with him along with getting paid. However, he has missed the mark dramatically in the pricing and the way he communicated the message. So let's have a look at the mistakes he made. Number 1 is obviously the pricing. No one's going to pay $50 a year for a wallpaper app. Number 2, when he advertised the app, he put a link to the landing page in his video. However, there's no link for me to click to go directly to the Play Store on desktop. After watching his video, I have to click the link. I then have to get my phone, I have to get the camera out, I have to click the link to get into the Play Store to download the app. I like the QR code, but there should have been an option for me to just click a button on my desktop to go install directly. Whenever you're trying to get new users to a product or service, you want to reduce the friction for them to sign up or download the app. Don't make the customer jump through more steps than they need to get to the product or service. Number 3, he uploaded the app 1 day before announcing it to his audience. Generally, you want to do a soft launch and get some user feedback and testing before you announce it to the world. This lets you verify that things are working, iron out bugs, make sure the system doesn't crash before you get an influx of users. If anyone is launching a product or service, I highly recommend reading this book, The Lean Startup. It goes through a lot of those lessons. Mistake 4, he should have built this in public. YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, TikTok, he should have been showing every step of the way of the development process, getting his audience excited, but more importantly, getting that user feedback before the product is even built. Instead of launching and finding out you've made all these major mistakes and now you're getting a lot of backlash, if you had built in public with your community and taken their feedback on board before you released it, this all could have been avoided. Now, onto what I consider the most major mistake. Marques built a worse app than other free existing apps. In the mobile app landscape, there are certain niches that are very competitive. Wallpaper apps, finance apps, productivity apps are just some to name. When it's more competitive, you have to offer a better product or put a novel twist on it. Unfortunately, in this case, he released a worse product at a higher price, which means it was always going to fail. So, how do we fix this? This is me speculating, but if the intention was to build out a community, give back to the community, while also making money for himself and offering a product, I would highlight that this is a way to give to creators. I would share how much that revenue split is. I'd then give a portion to charity. And finally, I would put a novel twist on the app. Any purchases made would get you a digital NFT. Collect enough of these NFTs and you get exclusive benefits. They could be access to behind the scenes footage, private videos that other members of the audience don't get to see, exclusive merch drops. It could be just something tech focused and focused around the community aspect. And then it's a wallpaper app on top of all of that. Not many people would buy at $50 a year, but it then goes from just a wallpaper app to you're giving back to the community, you're giving a bit to charity, you are also getting exclusive benefits and you get the wallpaper app. That is a much better value proposition. Now, if it was never about the community and just purely making money, I would actually change my approach for the app entirely. I would scrap the community payout. I would change it to a monthly subscription of maybe $4 or $5.99 a month, and give users the ability to create their own images based on an AI. Something very similar to Midjourney, which can spit out amazing images. If you give users a wallpaper app with the novel way of them being able to generate their own images and allowing them to share it on a community feed without getting paid, then you could justify a small monthly subscription, which over the course of a year would get you around that $50 a year revenue that you seem to be after. So that's a summary of the situation, some of the mistakes Mark has made, and a couple of potential solutions he could look at. I always find these things fascinating, especially from people like Marquez, because they are what we probably look at as the gold standard when it comes to tech content. Because his tech review content is so good, like it's the gold standard, we often forget that he's not necessarily a developer or somebody who's built a product before. And so when he releases a product that misses the mark and is all the way down here, our standards, because his videos are so high up here, I think I'm gonna cut him some slack and say, look, he missed the mark. He's just not experienced enough when it comes to this kind of thing. He didn't communicate his message well enough, and he didn't provide enough value to justify the price tag. At least it appears he's taken the feedback on board, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, that's all I had for you guys today. I hope you're having a great day, and I will catch you in the next video.